Hey, it's been a while, hasn't it? Yeah, this is Velocette project number 4. Oh, greatly delayed. You may recall from last winter, I sent some Velocette magnetos off to Mainly Magneto up in Maine to be rebuilt. And that was, I don't know if that was March or early April. May, June, July. We're into August now. I still don't have the magnetos back from Mainly Magneto. But I had a funny feeling that it was going to get delayed, and I had a chance to pick up another magneto that was known to be a good spark, and I picked it up online, and I've got it installed. I've got the timing set on the magneto, and the points set on the magneto, new spark plug. I'm getting down to the point where I'm going to kick this girl over and see if she'll start up. Maybe not today. It might be a couple of days yet, but I'm getting down to the point where it's sort of like the moment of truth, you know. It kicks over with a nice big fat spark on the spark plug wire. So I'm feeling good about spark. Still not sure about compression. Doesn't seem to have a ton of compression, but Velocettes have an overlapping valve timing that often it's difficult to perceive a tremendous amount of compression when you're kicking them over. Yeah, that's what everybody says. I don't know, it still seems to have a little less compression than some of my others. But again, this has been sitting, this bike, since, I don't know, I think the license plate I took off it, I think, was 1979 or 77. So this old gal hadn't run in a long time. But we have been tidying it up and going through the systems and doing the basics rather than tearing it down for a full restoration. Just like to see if this could be kind of a running, sort of a rat bike. And there's the new magneto in place, and I rebuilt a carburetor, monoblock carburetor, and got the timing chest back together, the map of Africa bolted back on, exhaust system in place, and she's ready to do a oil drain of the sump and then see if it'll run. A couple of days away from finding out if she starts. I'll be back to you. Summer's gone by, it's September already, and I still haven't had a chance to see if Velocette number 4 will start up and run. I've just been too busy with a lot of foolish household projects and repairs and things that we've been putting off for years to find the time to get this, see if this guy will start. But anyway, in the meantime, up in Maine, on a couple of day vacation, we got a call from, of all people, Mainly Magnetos. And do you remember those guys? I sent them a couple of magnetos, Velocette magnetos, to repair back in March, and was hoping to have them back in 6 to 8 weeks, and it turned into 4+ months. Anyway, he called and said, listen, I got your magnetos all ready. You said call before you ship them. And I said, yeah, I'm in Maine, maybe I'll come and pick them up. And then I looked at the map. You know, Maine's a pretty big state, you know, and we were about halfway up Maine. I figured, how far could it be? It was like another 3 or 4 hours to get to the guy's place. So I said, yeah, you're almost in Canada. And he said, well, I don't tell people that we're the last telephone pole before Canada, but you can see it from my driveway. So anyway, let's see how he did. We got these 2 magnetos. He said, you know, I couldn't get a hold of you. So I got them all restored and bench tested and put in the process. I had to deal with the outside of the magnetos. And he goes, you know, you didn't tell me if you wanted them to be bright and shiny or just patinaed. And, you know, some guys really don't like them to look like they've been worked on from the outside. So I said, geez, I'm sorry about that. He said, well, so what I did is I did one each way, okay? So depending on what you're doing, you've got one that's all bright and shiny, and one that's patinaed. So let's see what these guys look like. Man, he knows how to pack. I'll get ready for that. getting down to it. It's like Christmas morning, you know? Oh boy, look at it. No, I guess it's my DC-15 one. So here we go. Velocette magneto. All rebuilt. He said the points are all gapped. All you got to do is time it to your valves and you're set to go. He said makes a nice big fat spark. Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go. Yeah, so this one he cleaned off the exterior of it too, so you see how nice and pretty it looks. The big thing is, got a big fat spark is what we care about. Oh yeah. This one looks real nice. So we have two rebuilt Velocette magnetos now on the shelf. We're ready to make sparks when and where needed. In the meantime, I got another magneto in this already installed, one that I picked up that's got a pretty good spark. So I'm not going to, after all this waiting, I didn't tell the guy at Mainly Magneto I'm going to put these suckers on the shelf, and I'm not going to install them in anything right now at this point in time. But with 4 Velocettes, there's one thing for certain: one of them is going to have a tired magneto. So, in fact, I think Velocette number 2 is a good candidate for one of these magnetos. So hopefully next week, I don't know, I got tied up with all kinds of projects on the house, like I said, and this past week I got sucked into issues and problems with the Austin Healey and with the Jaguar. So time just slips on by, and it's September. See ya.